Hello, friends. So, we have seen how the privatization drive of Airports Authority of India is being undertaken in the last couple of years. We have seen the phase one privatization drive of six airports, how the bid process happened, and how these airports of Lucknow, Ahmedabad, and all were given out for to private players for a lease of 50 years for operation, development, and management of these airports. And the bid process happened, and Adani Group came out to be the preferred bidder, making highest bids per passenger, the price it will give to the government in this PPP model. We have seen how the Adani was by far, in terms of the bidding, by far ahead than the second highest bidder. So in that context, we understand that the previous phase one of bidding out the six airports, putting it on lease, was absolutely won by Adani Group. Now, Adani Group is having operational control over these six airports for a lease period of 50 years. And now we see phase two of this bidding process, where another 6 to 10 airports of tier 2 cities largely is being leased out again in the same model. And the idea is to give it to the private player for again, I believe, the same period of time as in the previous case. And it is to be seen that which private player can take it. Now, the question around this entire development is that what if again Adani Group comes up with the highest bid and takes upon all? So are we heading towards some monopoly in operation and management of these airports for the next 50 years? Can that cause the government, the passengers, some form of difficulty because of the monopoly? That is one question being deliberated in the government circles. Second is that these are capital intensive projects where the bidder who is taking the airport is expected to invest and develop the airport and definitely operate and maintain and earn its revenue. So these capital intensive can be put all the pressure on one firm, which may not be up to that capability to handle, and the financial risk associated is also uh, non-diversified in this case. So is it good to have multiple players? Again, from the perspective of competition of these management practices, do we need more players in airport management, or shall we leave it to get it concentrated to one private player? These are the questions being discussed, deliberated within the circles. And in that context, there has been thoughts that in this next phase of bidding, which is going to happen next month itself, the each private player can be restricted to getting only up to two airports in this bidding process. Uh, and that will limit the concentration or monopoly, uh, which where in a way we are heading. However, there are counter arguments to that. Is that in the previous case we have seen how Adani has bidded almost double of the next highest bidder, and that way the government is will gaining a lot of revenue from these commitments. And if we make such restrictions, then we are in a way killing the government revenue. So from that perspective, it is held that we can stick with the same manner of bidding where there are no restrictions for a private player, and see which other players can compete with Adani, and what kind of distribution we have this time in the phase two of this bidding. And definitely after that, when we go to the next phase then of privatization, then again a decision can be taken based on the new information what we'll have after this. But these are things to be thought upon, and we need to be careful when we are going with such a major push of offering 50-year lease to private players. We need to be careful at every step what we are taking. Thank you.